प्रेम से बोलो श्री उमापति महादेव की जय, श्री गुरु महाराज की जय. Jai Sitaram, the devotees. Swagatam and welcome back to Suryodaya, your Thursday morning simulcast on radio and TV Jagrati with yours truly, Pandit Shiva Janak Maharaj. Yes, I know it has been a while since we had a program here of Suryodaya. However, circumstances way beyond my control. And now that, the mandirs are open, dear devotees, we urge you to please take precautions as you head out. We know all of you love your mandirs and you want to get back out there. However, please be very wary and follow all the instructions of your particular institution, of your mandir that you attended, dear devotees, as they are guided by our Ministry of Health and our Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha code of practices that we want to keep our members safe. So please follow those. So as we continue in the trend of building a healthier you, dear devotees, of being a stronger you, of being a better Hindu, we look to the celebration that will be celebrated on the 21st of June, dear devotees. Every year on the 21st of June is this particular celebration. However, it happens to fall on the third Sunday of June, which we all know is Father's Day, dear devotees. And we will be celebrating our Father's Day together with the rest of the world. However, we'll take this opportunity one time to wish all fathers happy Father's Day from myself and the crew here at Radio and TV Jagrati. Now, dear devotees, that day, the 21st of June, is celebrated as the International Day of Yoga. And we know this because, it has been gaining a lot of hype over the past few years, especially here in Trinidad as well, where we had those grand celebrations of the International Day of Yoga, dear devotees. And so what is this yoga and why do they celebrate it at an international level by the United Nations and so many other countries? So I'm reading directly from the unitednations.org website for you to bring this information to you, dear devotees. So what is yoga and why do we celebrate it is the question that is asked on the website. So it says yoga is an ancient physical, mental, spiritual practice that originated in India. So that one first sentence that we have there, dear devotees, we see that yoga is bringing together of your physical, your mental and your spiritual. All these aspects make us who we are, devotees. Our physical body, our mental state, as well as our spiritual state, they all come together to make us us. And we'll hear a little more about that on tomorrow's Gyan Prakash, devotees, where we'll go a little more into the depth of this particular concept as far as it takes us into yoga, dear devotees, and why from our scriptures. However, this morning we're taking the more secular part on the topic of International Day of Yoga. So it's an ancient, so it's not something that we came up with yesterday or 10 years ago. It's ancient. And where did it come from? It originated in India. And who practiced this? Of course, the devotees, the oldest religion on earth, which is that of Hinduism, Sanatan Dharma, eternal religion. It has been and is a practice of Hinduism. Now, there's a lot of controversy by other faiths now that are, speaking against yoga and saying that we cannot, or their members or their followers should not practice. And this is a very limited way of looking at things, and we always say there's a difference between a religious person and a spiritual person, and we always say that Sanatan Dharma is a way of life and it is something that builds you spiritually, and we should never make it into something that is religious and make it into a religion per se. You see, this is where we will then be like the others. So our way of life can be practiced by anybody. It doesn't matter what your philosophy is, but you can practice. But in the narrow-mindedness of some, they rule it out as, something that is Hindu and is not to be practiced by all because of its originations. However, the word yoga derives from the Sanskrit, which means to join or to unite, symbolizing the union of the body and the consciousness. And that's a very deep topic there all by itself in terms of the body and consciousness. But however, in all our scriptures, especially Srimad Bhagavad Gita, it tends to help us to make that distinction between the body and the Atman. And the Atman holds this consciousness that goes with us from life to life, dear devotees. And this is what we need to make that distinction. However, knowing that they are both separate and apart, we must make sure that they are aligned. And only when they are aligned, then we can see certain things happening in our lives, dear devotees. So this is the importance of yoga according to what is here. This morning we are only sticking with what is here, dear devotees. So as we have learned a little more about the importance of yoga, what it does, bringing the mind, body and soul together, dear devotees, let us enjoy one of these selections that were specifically written for this International Day of Yoga, and we'll hear more about when it started and why it started when we come back. Umapati Mahadev Ki Jai. Umapati Mahadev Ki Jai. Jai Sitaram, dear devotees, Swagatam. Welcome back to Suryodaya. And this morning we are discussing the International Day of Yoga, which is on the 21st of June each year, dear devotees. So we continue with now how this became an international festival of yoga, dear devotees. So it says here, recognizing its universal appeal. Today it is practiced in various forms around the world and countries, and it grows in popularity, meaning the practice of yoga, dear devotees. Recognizing the universal appeal, on 11th of December 2014, the United Nations proclaimed the 21st of June as the International Day of Yoga by a resolution 69/131, dear devotees. The International Day of Yoga aims to raise awareness worldwide of many benefits of practicing yoga. Yes, devotees, there are so many benefits, as we spoke about before. There are physical benefits, there are mental benefits, and there are benefits for your soul, for your peace of mind, and for that peace in your heart, dear devotees. Practicing of yoga, there is, as it says as well, it's practiced in many forms, and yes, there are many ways. Just like many rivers flow to that same ocean, yoga has so many branches and so many options for you that you can find one that is just right for you, and you choose it as a discipline and you practice it, dear devotees. It can bring so many benefits for you. Says the draft resolution establishing the International Day of Yoga was proposed by India and endorsed by a record 175 member states. The proposal was first introduced by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, of course, the devotees of India, and it has addressed, and in his address during the opening of the 69th session of the General Assembly, in which he said, yoga is an invaluable gift from our ancient tradition. Yoga embodies unity of mind and body through thought and action, dear devotees. A holistic approach that is valuable to our health and our well-being. Yoga is not just about exercise. It is a way to discover the sense of oneness with yourself and the world and the nature around you, dear devotees. And this is part of what Prime Minister Modi would have given on that day back in 2014, and as it says, a record of agreements with him from 175 member states. Not all were Hindus, Not all were of a particular color, creed, or race, however, unified together. They all decided that the International Day of Yoga is needed for many. The resolution notes the importance of individuals and populations making healthier choices and following lifestyle patterns that foster good health. In this regard, the World Health Organization, so this is the United Nations, also the World Health Organization, has also urged its member states to help their citizens reduce physical inactivity, which is among the top 10 leading causes of death worldwide, and a key risk factor for non-communicable diseases such as cardiovascular disease, cancer, and diabetes. But yoga is more than a physical activity. In the words of one of the most famous practitioners, the late B.K.S. Iyengar, yoga cultivates the ways of maintaining a balanced attitude in day-to-day life and endows skill in the performance of one action. So there are so many benefits, devotees, and this is why all these international organizations have come together to decide that the practicing of yoga can be beneficial to you in every way, devotees. So this is why the awareness of the week leading to the International Day of Yoga, June 21st, we tend to spread the awareness through Suryodaya. For the past few years, we have been doing so and will continue to do so that you can make those healthier choices to have a healthier family as well, devotees. But this yoga didn't start, it took, it spread like wildfire, as we say here in Trinidad, from that time in 2014. However, the Adi Yogi himself started this so many thousands of years ago. Who is that Adi Yogi? Bhagwan Shiv. Let us enjoy this beautiful song in praises of Adi Yogi, the first practitioner of yoga, their devotees. Umapati Mahadev ki jai ho. Umapati Mahadev ki jai. Jai Sitaram, devotees. Swagatam. Welcome back to Suryodaya with your Shri Pandit Shiva Janak Maharaj. And this morning we are preparing ourselves. We're building the awareness for the International Day of Yoga, which is the 21st of June each year. This Sunday, yes, Father's Day this year, it has fallen and coincided with, and dear devotees, the theme for this year, as we saw that beautiful bhajan here dedicated to Adi Yogi, Bhagwan Shiv, he's the one who started this devotee so many years ago. However, we will discuss that more for Guru Purnima. But the theme for 2020 is yoga at home, yoga with family. Of course, this will be due to the many constraints that we have and limitations that we have because of the global pandemic. So it reads actually from the website, the UnitedNations.org, their devotees. While the social distances measures adopted by countries to fight the COVID-19 pandemic has shut down many yoga studios and other communal spaces, yoga practitioners have turned to home practice and online yoga resources. And there are so many there, devotees. Just do a search on any search engine and you will find so many resources online, like so many other things that we are now turning online to practice, their devotees. It says yoga is a powerful tool to deal with the stress of uncertainty, as many of us do have, and isolation, as that feeling of loneliness and being alone, their devotee. Isolated from the world, yoga can help, as well as to maintain physical well-being. Of course, it does have its physical benefits to it. United Nations offer yoga resources to its personnel and others on the coronavirus portal section on wellness. So in the wellness section of the coronavirus portal, you will find many resources to help you to practice yoga in the safety of your homes as well. The World Health Organization mentions yoga as a means to improve health in its Global Action Plan on Physical Activity 2018 to 2030. So it's included there, devotees, in that World Health Organization's document. More active people for a healthier world. With schools closed and summer break activities cancelled, parents may find it challenging to keep their children physically active. Yoga can help. We have this little schools are doing their best they can right now, but when the semester closes, when the term closes, your children will then officially be on their break, and you have to find things to keep them occupied. So they are suggesting yoga can help. UNICEF says kids can practice many yoga poses without any risk and get the same benefits that adults do. These benefits include increased flexibility and fitness, mindfulness and relaxation, which is something that our children also need. So this is why they are suggesting yoga at home, practice it at home, yoga with family, so that all of the whole family can benefit from the pluses and the many benefits for your mind, body and soul that comes from the practice of yoga. So let's enjoy another song there, devotees, that was specifically written for the International Day of Yoga, as we learn more about this festival or this observance by the United Nations declared for the 21st of June each year. Umapati Mahadev ki Jai. Umapati Mahadev ki Jai Ho. Jai Sitaram, the devotees, Swagatam. Welcome back to Suryodaya. So this morning we spoke and we introduced the topic, and I say introduced because we will be continuing tomorrow on Gyan Prakash, devotees. So today we dealt with the secular aspect of what United Nations have said about yoga, what the World Health Organization says about yoga, what UNICEF has to offer, and so many international organizations, devotees, and so many countries that accept yoga as something that can help build your mind, body and soul, devotees. And as we continue tomorrow, we'll look at a more spiritual aspect or a more scriptural aspect to this International Day of Yoga, devotees, on Gyan Prakash tomorrow, Friday, from 8 to 9 a.m. on radio and TV Jagrati. So we continue to build the awareness of the International Day of Yoga. Remember, the 2020 theme for this year is Yoga at Home, Yoga with Family. Try it out, dear devotees. There are so many benefits, a little family time that you can also have in practicing these, having some fun with the family, doing your yoga at home and helping out in so many other ways in building your family units. So dear devotees, as we leave you this morning, we also invite you to our very special virtual Father's Day program that we will have for you on Sunday morning, TV Jagrati from 8 to 10 a.m. as well as on our Suri Village Shiv Mandir YouTube and Facebook pages. You can also join us there, devotees, for our very special virtual Father's Day program. I know so many of you would have given us high commendations on our virtual Mother's Day program, so we can't leave the fathers out. We'll include them. As we close this morning, dear devotees, we pray, O Lord, lead us from the unreal to the real, from the darkness of ignorance to the light of knowledge, and from mortality to immortality. As we pray, Om Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Bless us with peace, peace and more peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om.